Good evening from down under, everyone. My name is Marisportum, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy Beta. This is our second run, and this will be part 9 in the series. Last we left off, we had finished exploring Bastion and leveling up our characters and all that. We got Torma back, and that's who we're going to be dragging on with us. So, Hemia is going to get immediately benched. Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bench very likely Chorda in the short term. Then quickly sort out Cog's quest so that we can then bench Cog. And then sort out Lethea's quest so that we can then bench him. So it's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but I'm looking forward to immediately changing back to our current party. So that's what we're going to work towards. So we'll get straight into the episode. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have been enjoying. Otherwise, oh, I just noticed I don't have a grenade. That's no. No, I don't like you having armor. I would actually prefer if you had something useful like a grenade as well. Sure, I think you can have a flame grenade. Alright. Yeah, so what is the part? Marisportum Sectoris. It will also be interesting to see what Torma says and the other characters also say. So. The good thing is we are getting to the area now where we have voice acting, so...
Out! We're all gonna die in here! The sea will come for us again!
Oppenheimers! They've come to punish us, Brad!
Well, that was interesting. Let's have a look around very quickly.
Put your claws away! I spotted the thing first!
Light illuminates all.
This is my dump, and everything in it's mine too.
What's this?
Following in his wake.
One man's misfortune is another's sustenance. That's life.
Why am I locked in here?
As I've said before, civilians are not allowed to leave the Marisportum perimeter. And no, we are not coming to an understanding. Wait a minute, I don't know you.
Maybe you can reach an agreement. A representative of the Inquisition who should be in your debt. Sure, you would like that.
This is the gatekeeper of Gateway P344 speaking. The gate is locked due to an elevated threat level. For permission to exit, contact an authorized official.
What is the reason for the elevated threat level?
A sharp rise in the level of toxic waters. Unrest among the clans assigned to the sector. I have orders not to let anyone through to the upper levels. We've already gunned down over 50. Had you delayed your visit to Marisportum any longer, there would have been nothing left to see.
Is there any other way to leave this place?
Sure, if you can fly.
We can authorize my exit.
You'll need Inquisitor Millicentilia. Sister Septima is authorized to give such orders too.
Where can I find Sister Septima?
Sister Septima's detachment set up a camp somewhere in the Marisportum Sectoris.
Where can I find Millie?
Not a clue. Do you think the Inquisitor keeps someone like me informed of her whereabouts? All I know is that she is currently within the perimeter.
Boys. I've had colder receptions. Can you tell me about this place? Who are the divers? By the way, in this run, yes, we are going to kill the Baron. Just going to put that out there. We're not going to break his nose. We are going to murder him. Who are the Flock of Repentance? Tell me about the Ferals. Upper Hivers, who are they? I see. I believe I have a full picture. I must go. Alright, yeah, so we are going to go over here.
Ever watchful.
The will of the God Emperor is clear.
Praise be to the God Emperor.
He's on his own. Take him down, boy. I'll crack your head open for the Emperor!
Squish.
Look what I found. If I sell it, we'll eat like the...
There's the random background there. Alright, we need to look at the Ogren.
We should count ourselves lucky. Note the augmetic set into the cranium of this abhuman specimen. Said augmetic substantially facilitates his cognitive processes, which makes him intelligent enough to grasp concepts such as cause and effect, at the very least. Simply put, this Ogren has the capacity to assent to basic agreements.
Guardsman, stop. Enough, you fought well.
Guardsman? They don't call me Guardsman? Sometimes Sergeant Ollie calls me you there, or abhuman, but not Guardsman.
Alright, the weapon in the Ogren's hand lowers, blah blah blah.
You're not the enemy, I thinks. Then, are you reinforcement?
Alright, tell me your name, Ogren. No, actually, we'll treat these rings first.
For me? I'm not allowed. It's what the sergeant says. But he's not here, so I'll take it.
Tell me your name, Ogren. You actually called 0118, sorry, 0118B.
Yes, inventory number. But you can call me Coke. It's what the sergeant calls me.
What happened here?
We was on patrol. These ones came at us. Wounded the sergeant. He gave me orders. Hold position until reinforcement comes. The sergeant went to cover the rear, he said.
Who was in command of your unit?
Sergeant Ollie. 10th Platoon, Salinton, Satillan, Fusiliers, 27th. That's right, I thinks.
So you're alone out here, no one else from your unit survived.
I'm with Sergeant Ollie. He went to get reinforcement, but he'll be back.
You can't be allowed to remain without command. You are property of the Imperium and must come with me until the matter has been cleared up.
I got orders. The sergeant said, hold position. Until the sergeant says so, I not leave position.
Perhaps I should help you look for the sergeant.
You should help. Other Fusiliers talked with him on the Vox. You try it too.
I don't know what the sergeant looks like. Come with me and I can help you recognize him. Help me recognize him.
I got orders. but the sergeant has been gone long. Maybe he got lost. Maybe more of these ones attacked him. Have to find the sergeant. All right, we'll go. But can't leave Fusiliers like that. There's bugs here, and those reinforcements are always late.
I'll inform command about the bodies.
All right, you'll command until we find Sergeant Ollie. Then he'll command. He knows what to do.
Alright, so yeah, so we have to take him for now. So Torma is actually no, Espis. Really challenging. You know, Espis can stay. Torma can sit out. Actually no. Alright, this is what I'm gonna decide to do for now. Flash. You can tell that it doesn't even take me very long to figure out how I build him, so tank. So you're doing that in swinging is probably actually not a bad one when I think about it. Damage to armor is also not bad, but I'm not using you, so at least until you know what, I will actually give Effect a go. But yeah, once we find Sergeant Ollie, your time in this band is over, so Case of death. Alright. Yeah, sweeping Ogrim, which is going to be pretty interesting. Yeah. Hoo-hoo. Area attack. There you go. Alright. It also has morale damage on it too. And it's a scatter shot, so that means it's going to hit always. You're sorted.
Look what I found. If I sell it, we'll eat like the rich for a year.
Just
The light
say
of the
you
throne
stole it, you fool!
guides me.
Oh, Saint's blood! If the Baron...
Yeah, unfortunately can't go up there just yet, so we actually have to go pay a visit to everyone else.
Something! Anything!
Yeah, need a rope for
A
that.
piece of starch bar.
So I'll worry about all those skill checks in a second.
No hesitation. Such is his will. He guides my hand.
Right, so
Following in his wake.
in here we go.
This cognition unit is registering an approaching layperson. High probability of ensuing communication. What is the reason for your query, layperson?
Who are you?
This cognition unit carries the designation Isolus M88. He is part of the Lathe World Fleet's contingent stationed at the Expeditionary Corps in the Marisportum Sectorus. This unit executes regulated issuing of equipment from the Adeptus Mechanicus repositories, on condition of adequate access level.
What do you do here?
Isolus M88 provides maintenance for sacred mechanisms in the service of Sister Septima's detachment. Currently, primary duties are not being executed due to unsolicited communication, causing the unit to experience Tier 5 torment.
Equipment? Alright. I actually don't need equipment from you, but I just wanted to see if there was any. No. Okay, there's no rope.
I truly allowed to behold an agent of the Golden Throne. One of those who fervently serve the God Emperor within the ranks of the Holy Inquisition. Saint's blood. I can hardly believe it. I am Deaconess Invida, a servant of the Adeptus Ministorum. By the will of the God Emperor, Cardinal Ignato himself has permitted me to bestow blessings of the Scintillan mission upon the worthy.
What is your position in the ecclesiarchy?
Several cycles ago, despite my unworthiness, I was raised to the esteemed rank of Deaconess and entrusted with the vigil over the reliquariums of Scintilla. Such service alone is uplifting, but aiding true heroes such as yourselves.
What brought you to this place?
Thousands of times I have prayed to the God Emperor to grant me a chance. A chance to serve the Imperium and humanity. And so, at last there came the hour to choose who among the clerics would accompany the Blessed Sister into these lands. It took many pleas to be given a place in her retinue. And now, with the greatest devotion, I aid the defenders of humanity.
Appreciate your assistance, Deaconess. I must go now.
May the God Emperor guide you toward the shortest path to your enemies.
Alright, let's go have a chat with Sister Septima.
Ever watchful.
Leander de Taral's acolyte. I remember you. Rarely does one meet acolytes who bear the burden of their duty with such zeal. Continue to be steadfast in your undertakings, and you shall learn the grace of serving the God Emperor.
Lord Inquisitor Zeb sent me to assist you, sister, and yet I know nothing of your objective.
I thank the God Emperor for this. Corruption cannot disturb an empty mind. For now, you need only know what I tell you. First, Inquisitor Millicentilia has lost the greater part of her servants in this hab zone. This has slowed her investigations, and, consequently, our joint work. Find out what happened to them as soon as you can. Otherwise, Inquisitor Millicentilia will be forced to spend time she should be devoting to saving Calixis. Second, my servant Durkis was to make contact with the local preacher Ursimus. His orders were to question Ursimus and bring me the particulars I require. Durkis has the gall not to present himself before me. You must descend into the bowels of this rotten place, learn where Durkis is now, and bring him to me. You will recognize my servant by the robes of the ecclesiarchy, black hair cropped short, and the implant plate set into his forehead.
If I may, according to the hierarchies of the Imperium, you are not entitled to issue us commands. As acolytes of the Inquisition, our authority supersedes yours. Thus, we can issue you commands. Not to mention that...
The Lord Inquisitor has transferred all of you to serve under my command for the duration of this mission. Therefore, at present, you are to follow my orders. What happens afterward, only the God Emperor knows.
Are you suggesting we search the whole hub zone to find Durkis?
To avoid fruitless searching, go to Confessor Ursimus, head of the Flock of Repentance. He dwells in the so-called Upper Town. You will find him at the very top. The workers' devotional service should be drawing to a close, so you may pass through the gates freely. Say that I sent you, and he will reveal every secret. Given the circumstances, Durkis may have perished in the last tidal surge. If so, I require his body. My servant was meant to keep records of his activities.
Do you work alongside Inquisitor Millie?
Inquisitor Millicentilia is conducting her own investigation here. Her efforts are, without doubt, directed at supporting the Tyrantine Cabal. Yet, upon learning of my arrival, she did not see fit to join my righteous mission. Our talks about working together have stalled, and she now avoids my company. Given Inquisitor Millicentilia's dire circumstances, it is all the more surprising that her agent, Rufinus Scragg, is probing the Marisportum Sectorus on some mission. I must know what he is trying to sniff out. My people have lost track of him, therefore I entrust this task to you. According to the report, the agent bears an old burn covering half of his face, and an augmentation on the lower part of his left leg, below the knee. These distinguishing features will guide you in your search.
You want me to spy on agents of another Inquisitor?
Yes. I want to be kept informed of developments, and Mistress Millicentilia is slow to share intelligence. My people are needed here, but you are a different matter.
So Scragg's whereabout is unknown to you.
He who is charged with watching the agent failed in his duty, and now pays the price for that negligence. This, however, was merely a temporary lapse.
So I'm actually going to say I'm not going to do that.
You are not granted the privilege of choice. You will carry out my orders without delay.
Oh, she's not happy. Alright. Find the preacher Durkis and return him. The objective is clear.
I am not finished yet. Since the last tidal surge, people have been disappearing from these parts. Most of the missing were certainly swallowed by the raging flood, yet others vanished afterward. People continue to go missing. On some nights, as many as 50 can be unaccounted for. Among other tasks, you must discover what became of those unfortunates, and who is responsible for their disappearance. That is all for now. Go and see to it.
Alright. Now we're just going to hang about here for a little bit until Sister Setsuba pisses off. Alright, we'll drop the quick save there. And she has stopped moving.
Praise be to the God Emperor.
Alright, yoink. Alright. Nothing like stealing from a sister battle.
I didn't think it could get any worse here.
No hesitation.
Alright. And then this person's
I
going
have business with you.
to bug us, so...
You are the servant of the Tyrantine Cabal, if I am not mistaken. I am pleased to welcome you. Your name has been on everyone's lips at the Bastion lately. Assisting the Sister of Battle is doubtless a good deed, but still, an acolyte ought to work with proper inquisitors. Do you not agree? My patron, Mistress Millicentilia, is right now inspecting the excavation outside this little settlement. A courtesy visit would be, at the very least, prudent on your part. I can escort you to her. Immediately.
Have you been watching me?
No, not at all. I have been keeping watch on the situation in the settlement. Lately, Marisportum has been far from peaceful. Then, by luck, I saw a familiar face. Your face.
Are you spying on Septimus Camp? Why?
You're observant. You see, my duty is to know what transpires around here, including at the camp of the Blessed Sister, tasked with keeping a vigilant eye on the Tyrantine Cabal.
You're claiming to be an acolyte. On what grounds should I believe you?
Not many in the Imperium would be foolish enough to wear a sigil without the Inquisitor's authorization. Wouldn't you say?
What is happening in Marisportum?
Forgive me, but that information is classified, and I am under orders not to disclose it. Inquisitor Millicentilia will tell you all you need to know.
Where exactly did you say the excavation is located?
As you pass the Sisters' camp, keeping it to your left, look for the pipes heading beyond the town and follow them. Sooner or later, you will arrive at the excavation site. But it would be best if you allow me to guide you there.
I was just looking for Mistress Millie. Lead on.
Very well. It is not a long walk, but watch your step. The local water is full of toxic chemicals.
My patience is growing thin, old man. We can proceed to the next stage of interrogation, though you will find it even less to your liking.
Bloody hell. He clearly doesn't stuff around.
Have you remembered anything?
We have guests, Inquisitor.
Mistress Millicentilia, I saw him at Sister Septima's camp and thought it best to bring him to you immediately. I give the Bastion's envoy over to you. By your leave, I must return to my post.
Anton Zerb's newest protege. I thought you'd make an appearance sooner or later. Spess, I've not seen you in some time. It is a pity that you've decided to use your talents in the service of another Inquisitor.
So you are Vincentilia. I was sent by...
Inquisitor Millicentilia.
Since you are here, that means you were sent by Lord Inquisitor Zerg. Only he knows about the mission. Gareth, see to the witness's wounds. He is not permitted to die before the end of the interrogation. Dariel, I'll be waiting for a report on our progress. As for you, your arrival is the best evidence that the Lord Inquisitor is losing patience. Isn't that correct?
Tell you the truth, I need your help. You're an expert on ancient Xenos.
I see where you're going with this. I have no intention of discussing this sensitive subject with a presumptuous acolyte. Now, let's move on and return to the matter at hand. Listen carefully. My expedition team has gone missing from the excavation site. Workers, disciples of the machine cult, and guards. It started with the first seaquake that hit this hab zone. The workers complained of fatigue and ceaseless nightmares. This is not a local incident. People all over the Marisportum sectoris are suffering from similar symptoms. Many of them have likewise disappeared without a trace. More and more are going missing every day. Reports have shown that these disappearances are systematic, so we can rule out natural population decline. We must learn why people in the Hab Zone are disappearing, and you will begin your investigations right here in my camp. Even an amateur could see there are signs of looting. It might have been more than one group. Was it several? Find out. Reconstruct the events that took place at the camp. I graciously give you my permission to use the sacred mechanisms bestowed upon the Ordo Xenos by members of the Cult Mechanicus. And do not forget to interrogate the witness. The old man knows something, but it seems my methods have caused him to lose the last of his memory. I do not have time to coax the answers out of him, so you will deal with it instead. When you are done, report everything you have learned. Any questions?
Horror Invoker, I've never heard of such a machine.
That is unsurprising. This is a rare piece of archaeotech that even I had to go to great lengths to obtain. The spirits of such machines have the ability to briefly project hololithic images based on the archived data, be it picts, cogiter records, or tactical diagrams.
And what will you be doing while I perform this task?
I have other equally important matters to attend to, and asking me such questions requires a level of trust that you have not earned.
What have you been searching for down here?
Do your job, acolyte.
Remind me, what is it I must do?
Investigate the excavation site and piece together the evidence. Reconstruct the events at the camp, then talk to the witness. And report back to me.
You said my task is to learn why people are disappearing in the Hab Zone. Would it not be better for you... would it not be better to focus our efforts on finding the workers instead?
It is true that rescuing rabble is not my responsibility. However, I cannot ignore the fact that there is some connection between the timeframes of these disappearances, both of my people and the locals. There is also the mysterious circumstances of these disappearances, and the spread of nightmares in the Hab Zone. As for what that connection is, that is for you to find out. Try not to announce to all of Marisportum that the Inquisition is operating here, though even if you introduced yourself as the Lord Inquisitor, I doubt anyone in this place would believe you.
Oh, I'm ready to start my investigation.
One of my specialists is already investigating the lower level of the excavation. Find out what he's been able to discover. Take this amulet. That way he'll know I sent you. I expect the two of you to work together on this. I need results.
Alright, open the goods. We'll force our access there. Alright. view the inventory log. Agency's report. View the entries of the incident log. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. One would have thought that maybe having I keep forgetting how to pronounce the name. Hypertia, that's it. Would allow for something, but I guess not.
Of his light.
Very quickly, is the other thing here?
By
This
his
is.
grace, we see.
Trace self-fading psychic force activity detected.
Alright.
Based on residual particles not suitable for standard visual analysis.
On the trail. Clear this up a bit.
Identifying anomalies in visual representations. Any deviations from the norm will be made apparent.
Led by his will.
Alright, let's have a chat with you.
It's a rare fortune to see an acolyte of a dead Inquisitor not follow him to the grave on the Cabal's orders.
Numerous signs of bruising, superficial damage to the surface layers of the skin, apparent loss of integrity in some of the smaller bones. The procedure was performed with sufficient expertise to ensure that the witness would not expire, yet retain the ability to feel pain. Still, I would recommend refraining from further application of violence, given the subject's age.
Glares at the witness menacingly.
Ask me anything, Master.
Tell me what you haven't already told the Inquisitor, and don't even think of hiding anything.
Yes, Master. I used to scoop grease off your food vats here. Traded it for rations at the market. The first time that great machine of yours went all quiet, I waited a little and came to see what this place was about. I saw intruders here with weapons. So I hid in one of them vats, and they didn't spot me. That's where I've been hiding every time since. But now you've found me after all.
Describe the intruders.
About a dozen of them there was. They had guns. Scary folks. Could have been bandits or such like. I didn't get a good look at them. But they weren't here for the food vats, that's for sure.
What do you know about the nightmares affecting the people of Marisportum?
Oh, I know about the sleep sickness. When the sea started shaking, that's when the nightmares came. Everyone came down with it. Those flock of repentance folks say it's the God Emperor warning us, telling us to repent. But I don't know about any of that, Master. I just want to get by.
Tell me about the flock of repentance.
Believers from his congregation, Master. They've lost their way, though. They've all forgotten St. Sibelius's name. And now they say everyone should cleanse themselves through pain. They say that's how we can serve the God Emperor and save ourselves from the nightmares. They have a leader. Fancy old name. I forget what it was. But I did see their marks around the camp. Written in blood, they were.
Have you noticed anything suspicious in Marisportum?
I have, Master. I have. There's those divers living by the shore. Madmen all, I tell you. One day, there I was, walking along the shore, seeing what the sea might have brought. I look over, and it's them divers. Chanting something, or maybe it was witchcraft, I couldn't tell. And then they started dumping corpses in the water. I took off running. It was horrible. I heard those apostates worship some sea creature like it's a saint. It's why they butcher people, to offer them to the beast. I haven't seen it myself, Master, but it's what people say.
Is that everything? Don't forget, the more you tell me, the better chances you... Sorry, don't forget, the more you tell me, the better your chances of living.
The Baron. The Baron's orders were that no one was to come near this place. But those armed intruders, they look like his lot.
I mean... sadly, we know that they're gonna kill him anyway, so I'll do the merciful thing.
Relentlessly.
Alright, so I'll just do that determination for now. So we can. And then once we get to the first fight, which we'll hopefully get to soon, of which I will also attempt to maybe see if I can bench everyone temporarily. Alright, do that. What's this one? Or aim gloves. Yeah, it's not really prudent for our playthrough this time.
I see you bear the pendant of Inquisitor Millicentilia. Greetings, emissary.
You're Xenos.
You have correctly discerned my origins. Impressively astute for one of your kind.
You're one of the Eldari, sentient, highly evolved Xenos, enemies of humanity.
You have guessed my race, but I am no foe to you or your tribe. Inquisitor Millicentilia and I have forged a temporary alliance. One that benefits us both.
I must admit that the Inquisitor has always adhered to a principle of tolerance toward alien species capable of communication.
Alright, so we're not really going to entertain him a great deal for the our dialogue because he's a Xenos. We're going to put up with him, but yeah, it's a business. You should have information for me.
Inquisitor Millicentilia wished to know if sorcery was involved in the disappearance of her underlings. Sorcery of a special kind, which has its source in the darkest corruption. I hear the echo of what your kind calls the Empyrean. However, in this sound I discern not the foulness of that which the Monkey call the arch-enemy, but ancient fatigue and the malevolence of a twisted mind.
Tell me more about this echo of the Imperium.
It is powerful, all-consuming, and at the same time, feeble, like the sigh of a song lost in a labyrinth. Sorcery of monstrous power that served its purpose, whatever it was, and then vanished without a trace.
The malevolence of a twisted mind, but not the arch-enemies.
Your people are too young, and your perception of existence too rudimentary for you to comprehend the Empyrean in any depth. I will only say that the corrupting forces from beyond the veil hold sway over many creatures. There can be no doubt that the secrets of such species lie buried in the past of this sector. Secrets whose very revelation would imperil your feeble mind.
The investigation is straightforward, but I have little questions about you, Aldari.
Save your breath. I am a Wayseeker, and I am here because Inquisitor Millicentilia is offering me protection on my mission, in exchange for my gift. Those who follow the path of the seer among my people are much more attuned to the Empyrean, and our manipulations of it lead to far fewer consequences than your fumbling. Inquisitor Millicentilia has chosen my skills over the assistance of one of your witches.
A Wayseeker, what is that?
I am a guide and navigator for my kind. My gift enables me to chart courses through the webway, and in real space. There exists another application for my gift, but that knowledge is of no use to you. It concerns only my people, and our sorrows.
The Inquisitor is offering her protection, but you're Xenos.
Clearly, Inquisitor Millicentilia's authority supersedes the laws that govern Lower Monkey. Although I am obliged to hide my nature from your kind to avoid provoking panic. Even so, few of your people can discern what I am at a glance. And rather than using sorcery that would make you all look straight through me, a hood and a mask suffice.
What is your mission? What are you doing on a human world?
Your kind cannot hope to genuinely claim ownership of any planet, small creature. And I am unwilling to reveal the reasons for my presence here. Suffice it to say that I am seeking a path to salvation out of a ring of darkness, away from a peril far greater than the discord between our species.
A ring of darkness, you're speaking of the Noctis Eternia. So humans are not the only ones suffering from this tragedy.
This surprises you. Curious. When the arch-enemy's forces burst through the veil from their dimension and defile the world of things, no species is safe. Not mine, or yours, or any other.
Salvation? What salvation are you talking about?
You are overly inquisitive for a human who has casually crossed my path, and naive, for you expect my candor. If your heart is troubled by the thought that a Xenos is plotting evil against the monkey on this world, then it need not be. I am here only to do my duty, to seek a way.
I'm interested in an ancient Xenos species that's somehow connected to the giant star. Do you know of it?
I can guess what you are referring to. The echo of their songs whispers across this world, and here as well.
My name is Alistair Lystar, and I could use your help with those ancient secrets we talked about earlier.
Perhaps you could have received it, were it not for my arrangement with Inquisitor Millicentilia. I have no interest in the company of a monkey that will simply be underfoot. Larthir. My name is Larthir Canereth, small creature.
Yeah, so we're not going to do, like, the Rogue Trader shenanigans, where we just execute every single Xenos companion for dogmatic points, because, one, I'm pretty sure that such a thing doesn't exist in this run as of yet. And generally when you can do that to Idara, Yulet, and Marazai, although he's family referred to as Mazipin in the Discord, which is a joke name for him.
The light of the throne guides me. By his providence.
Yeah, let's look at journal.
The investigation of the evidence provided the following information.
ever watchful. By his grace, we see.
Traces of fading psychic force activity detected.
Everything we need to
Alrighty.
make progress in the case is in this.
Very quickly.
Identifying key features for comparison. These parameters will form the basis for analysis.
The internal fluids left the body post-mortem, most likely due to the rockfall. All across the primary wound area, the vessels and fluid tubes were cauterized at once. I have never seen such neat and clean wounds.
Alright, yeah, so...
Registering signs of a confrontation between two armed groups.
Yeah, so we'll set up the Hollow Invoker.
Relentlessly.
Set up the Hollow Invoker. Examine. Scan.
Multiple prints detected on the bed and surrounding area. Registering evidence of fall.
Right, so we set all those up. Heavy amulet of blue metal bearing an engraving and sacred code. No idea what that's for.
Incident classified as an act of sacrilege and subversion of the authority of the Holy Order. Entry archived.
Alright. The bandits.
No
They're
hesitation.
attacked. The work boots, tracks do not belong to the workers.
Is there something you wanted from me, small creature?
You mentioned in our last conversation that you knew an ancient species of Xenos associated with the Tyrant Star.
This part of real space conceals many secrets buried beneath the ashes of the ages. Before your kind came here on their campaign of destruction, the local worlds bore witness to many civilizations, but one stood out. There is scarcely a planet in this region of space that does not bear traces of it.
Is that why you're here, because of those traces?
No. I was drawn here by a song distinct from theirs. But the depths of this world hide so many springs that the very air rings around me, and I cannot hear it properly. Inquisitor Millicentilia was supposed to assist me after I helped her.
It seems that we can be of use to each other. I promise to help you find what you're seeking, and you will help me in my research.
If you can convince Inquisitor Millicentilia to pass her obligations to you. And this time, the monkey will aid me first. It will not wait until I've exhausted my usefulness in your eyes, and you attempt to betray me.
Oh, you know, how do I know you won't leave as soon as you get what you want?
All you can do is trust my words. Just as I trust the words of the inferior and aggressive species inhabiting the world that is necessary to my mission.
Agreed, I will make the arrangements with the Inquisitor.
I will be interested to see how you fare in your endeavors.
Alright, let's talk to the Inquisitor.
Here's the Acolyte. Lathier has already informed me that he told you of his findings. I dare say what he told you might even be the truth.
You have unusual assistance.
Some things are more accessible to the cunning mind and heightened perceptions of an Eldari. This is your chance to make use of his abilities. It would be unwise to spurn it. An Ogrin with enhanced intelligence. You don't come across too many of those outside the Astra Militarum. Interesting escort you have.
He usually tells me I'm smart. Not that I'm interesting.
I'd like Gothar to join my retinue. I'm willing to take over your agreement with him.
Out of the question. As of yet, you've not proved yourself capable enough to be permitted to have dealings with a Xenos. Did you think I would entrust a Corsair ally to a bumbling incompetent? Provide me with the reconstruction of the events, and I'll consider it.
Question the witness.
Do you plan to inform me every time you sneeze? Draw your conclusions and submit a full report, Acolyte.
I'm ready to discuss what happened at the camp.
Are you sure you have not missed anything?
I'm sure I have a working theory. So I believe this setup is the best you can do, as far as all information points to. Unfortunately, Inquisitor Millie is not a nice person.
There was a skirmish in the camp over supplies, but I am not yet convinced of your conclusions. One thing we can agree on, there was a skirmish between the bandits and the so-called bog beasts trying to ransack the already abandoned camp. The armed bandits overpowered the mutants and took all the supplies. But this does not explain the tracks leading away from the camp. These are undoubtedly tracks made by work boots. But it seems my people had already left by the time of the altercation. So then, to whom do they belong? Find out where they lead. Something strange is afoot in Marisportum. My agent, Rufinus Scraig, has been working undercover in this God Emperor forsaken place for several months already. We were due to meet at the excavation site, but the latest seaquake cut off our communication. Track him down and help him with his mission, if necessary. Tell him that Lady M sent you. He will aid you in your investigation.
You want me to waste time on his mission? What about missing workers?
You are wasting time right now asking stupid questions. Scraig has been keeping an eye on Marisportum. He is a valuable source of information.
How I recognize him?
Rufinus prefers to cover his face, but if you pay close attention, you will spot other signs. His augmented lower left leg, or his tattoos. Memorize them, Acolyte. This is how my people recognize each other.
Am I permitted to know the particulars of Agent Scragg's mission?
I tasked Scraig with investigating a clan of swamp mutants on the outskirts of the Hab Zone, and assessing their usefulness to the Tyrantine Cabal. These are his reports. Study them. That will be enough to start with. Any other questions?
Since we're done with the reconstruction, can I take over your arrangement with we can be useful to one another?
Very well. I am not opposed. Canareth?
Time will tell if this small creature can live up to his word. For now, I will trust my instincts and consent to changing the agreement, on the condition that he assists me with some unfinished business here in the settlement.
Fine. Acolyte, now Larthir Canareth is your burden to bear. Do not expect it to be easy. Offering protection to a Xenos is risky. Don't be afraid to mention the name of Anton Zerg. His patronage will help you avoid the wrath of people like Septima.
Speak with me in the place where we met. I want to discuss exactly how your newfound patronage will benefit me.
These so-called bug beasts, they are crude, aren't they?
Clever. Indeed, it refers to the Kroot, carnivorous Xenos native to a different part of the galaxy. This clan is settled on the outskirts of the Hab Zone, and has been under observation by the Ordo Xenos for some time. Keep its existence a secret, until the mission is complete.
This is something that asked me to find out what your agent is doing on the outskirts of Marisportum.
Think carefully about what you will tell her. Betray the Inquisition, and it won't just be your career that comes to a swift and invidious end.
I'm ready to begin.
This case is not as simple as it appears. Do not rush to any conclusions. Turn over every stone in Marisportum before you send your case report. Your task is to dig until you uncover the truth, not to pin the blame on the first person you meet. Find out what happened to my workers. I hope you understand me, Acolyte.
Alright.
Initiating data upload to the sacred repository. Data decoded, structured, and appended to the case evidence.
Alright, let's go recruit him very quickly, and then we can throw in a save and end this episode.
Tilia wished to know what happened to her underlings. While exploring this place, I have discovered many mysteries, buried secrets, hidden songs. They are here, beneath the ground, waiting for someone to listen and unravel them. The melodies of these mysteries rise to the surface in places where the veil between the Empyrean and real space has worn thin. I must reach these places and perform rituals to hear what is being said in each song. They are located in areas where dwellings of your kind are concentrated. Millicent Tilia's entourage calls this place the Marisportum.
Oops, I accidentally hit the button a bit too quickly there. The inhabitants of Marisportum will be terrified at the mere sight of Xenos.
No. The intelligence of the local monkey is insufficient to recognize a member of another species in this guise. They will take me for a distorted version of their own kind. A mutant. The white-haired monkey whom Inquisitor Millicent Tilia is so keen to avoid, however, it would be best if she and I did not meet either. Not yet, at least.
Marisportum, but is under the watch of the Sister Septima of the Adeptus Orders.
Did you suppose that helping me would begin and end with your fine company? You were mistaken. You will find a way to ensure that no one interferes with my mission.
Millie jettisoned her agreement with you too easily.
She seized her chance to get rid of this burden as soon as I was no longer needed. That cannot surprise you, surely.
What kind of rituals will you be performing?
I will turn all my attention deep underground, to songs forgotten by time and hidden by the ashes of generations. When those songs find a listener, they will reveal to me the mysteries that echo beneath our feet.
Well, let's begin. What kind of place do you require?
A place full of life. A place imbued with emanations. A place hidden from prying eyes.
Sigh. Xenos deviousness in action. Fine, we will manage somehow.
I admire your stoicism, small creature.
I would like you to tell me what you learn.
To what end? Our mutual aid does not entail any additional social rituals.
I need to gather information for my report.
Your masters want a personal report. Logical. Very well, I will tell you what I deem safe to share. Come. When we draw close to one of the places I seek, I will hear an echo of one of the songs, and I will tell you.
Alright. Yeah, so I can't actually ditch them, so I will temporarily bench. Oh, someone's already been temporarily benched. I guess shorter is fine to bench for now. Alright, Coming Doom. Kinetic Echo. Foregoing Cohesion. Down Grasp, no questions there. Precise Attack. And that one. Alright. So I can't bench them until I do their quest, so we're going to do their quest immediately. So... I don't think that actually did anything. Oh. That's fine. Doesn't have to do anything just yet. Alright. We will head towards the exit and then call an episode. And
the tracks left at the excavation site look out of place, conflicting. The paths loop and tangle, and the truth is not what it might appear at first glance. I hear a song, almost faded to a whisper. The funeral lament of a consciousness once trapped within the spheres, and now almost turned to nothingness.
I do wonder if that's going to be a case of we have to rotate our party members to hear all of it. It would be better if
relentlessly
it just would be recruited members and not have to worry about any of that stuff, so...
Whatever it is, I hope she finds it soon. Another sequate will wipe this place out.
Scanning of the tracks has been discontinued. Continuing the search beyond the camp's perimeter is recommended.
the light of the throne guides me.
Yeah, so this is where we put a cut in here, so thank you for watching, folks, and I will catch you on the next one.